Good morning, everybody. I'm Pam here with your Monday morning motivation. I am in my truck, parked outside I don't know if you can see, no, probably not, the Canadian Tire. I'm on my way to an appointment at 10, so that's why I couldn't be here at 10, but I'm here at 9:30, getting your day, your week kick-started for you guys. Awesome. Okay. So if you saw my post yesterday, I posted about some awesome finds I was in Costco yesterday. Don't go to Costco on a weekend. Please don't. I don't normally, but for some reason, I don't know why I needed to go, but cat food or dog food or something. I don't know. Anyway, so I ended up in Costco yesterday. Thank goodness I didn't have the girls because holy man, it was crazy in there. Tis the season. It's Christmas it's like the only Costco until Edmonton is the closest Costco, I think. So yeah, it's a crazy life out here, especially on the weekends. I'm just gonna set this. No, that's not gonna work. I don't know. If I can turn I don't know. Anyway, kind of set it on the steering wheel. Hopefully it doesn't fall over. Anyway, yes, and of course, as you can hear from my voice, I have a bit of a cold. Last week I had kind of a scratchy throat, and it's manifested itself into this awesome cold. So I'm hopefully on the tail end of it because I need to get better for this week. My hubby and I are headed on a trip. It's our first just him and I trip since probably our second anniversary. Got married in 2011. So it'll be good to get away for a few days. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little worried about my kids, but who isn't ever whenever they leave their kids for any length of time. We're only gonna be gone for a few days, so it won't be too bad. But yesterday I was in Costco and I came upon these books. I don't know which one's which. I don't know. So You Are Awesome by Neil Pasricha. Wait, I'm going to hold them up one by one. This one. And I have this one. Girl, Stop Apologizing by Rachel Hollis. And everybody knows Girl, Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis. They're all in Costco and all for like a really good price, so I snagged them up because, for one, I haven't read any of those ones yet, so I know I definitely would want to read all of them. And for two, I haven't done a giveaway in this group yet. So here we go. In this group, I'm going to give one of these books away to one lucky follower, I guess, whoever watches this. And what I'd like you guys to do to qualify to win is I'll do the draw next week when I'm at home and not in my truck. I'll do the draw next week on my Monday morning motivation. It'll be after my holiday and everything. But for those of you that want either of those books, the winner's choice, the winner gets to pick out of these three. You will get one of those three. And let's see, in order to qualify for the draw, you have to invite people into this group and tag them in this go live. All right? Because you can't share because it's in a group. So I'd love for you to invite people into this group and tag them in this go live, and let's get some stuff going on in this group. All right, cool. So that is your mission for this week. So in order to win one of these, invite people in this group, and once they're approved, go ahead and tag them in the comments of this go live. And I'm super excited to give away a book next week. Woohoo! Last time I gave away a book, it was pretty awesome. It was on my page. When did I do it? It was like in the fall, I think it was sometime in the fall. And one of the awesome ladies from our community won. She picked Oh, what book did she pick? The book by Ryan Holiday, because I've showcased 5 books that changed my life, and it was the Ryan Holiday one, The Obstacle is the Way. And that's the one she picked. And that's an amazing, good read. So I highly recommend that one if you have not read it yet. So on to my topic for today, 6 steps to change your life. And I've got some notes here, so be prepared. I don't want to make this too long, so I'm going to try and go through this as quickly as I can without overloading your brains too much. But I'm kind of going off of my goal life from last week about how in order to affect change in your life, you have to change, internally, neuronally, in order for your external life to change, right? So this kind of goes off of that. And somebody just drove over the curb. Beautiful. Anyway, sorry. It's just entertaining things that happen when you're sitting in a parking lot. So most people have hope for change. You are responsible for the changes that happen in your life, not anybody else, and not me, not your neighbor. Sorry, you have to be responsible for your changes. Anyone has control over their own actions. So you have control over your life. You may not be able to have control over other people's actions and other people's thoughts and feelings, but you have control over your actions and your thoughts and your feelings over any situation. So, excuse me, I need a little water. No coffee this morning because my appointment, I'm not allowed to have coffee. Feeling a little laggy between my cold and no coffee. So, number 1 step to change your life. When you change your thinking, you change your beliefs. So this is kind of going off of last week. Change all begins in your mind. Your beliefs are nothing more than a byproduct of what you have thought about long enough. Something that you've bought into, or that you've been raised into. Lots of people have beliefs that they've been raised into, and you can change those if they're not serving you. If they're beliefs that you feel like you don't need to believe in anymore, definitely let go of those. Your beliefs are just a collection of continual thoughts that have formed themselves into a conviction. When you break down the process of thinking into a manageable number of steps, you can make change easier by reducing perceived risks. So this goes on last week's Go Live, where you, where you can take your thoughts and your feelings and have them on the same wavelength, right? Number 2, when you change your beliefs, you change your expectations. Belief is the knowledge that we can do something. So if you believe that you can do something, then you are changing your expectations. You're for example, me being able to start my own online business, or me being able to do my 75 hard challenge that I completed on Friday was my last day. And I kind of gave a little bit of a rundown on my Facebook page on Saturday of how that went. So I did share it into here. If you have not checked that out, then you can definitely do that. It's a feeling that we undertake, that we can accomplish. In belief, there is power. Our eyes are opened. Our opportunities become apparent. Our visions become reality. Do you understand that? So when you change your beliefs, you change your expectations, and your visions become reality. Your beliefs control everything that you do. If we believe that we can, or we believe that we can't, we are right. Just like what Mr. Henry Ford says, if you believe that you can, or you believe that you can't, you're right. So lots of people go into the online marketing space. They're like, well, I'll give this a try, but I need a way out. So I'll try it for a little while and see what happens. If you go into starting an online business thinking that it's, I'll give it a try, but I'm not sure. If you're not sure about it, it's the whole brain and heart thing. If your brain's like, well, I don't know, I'm not sure, and your heart's like, well, if you're not sure, I'm definitely not in, then your wavelengths are not going to match, and it's not going to happen. You have to convictingly believe in yourself and making yourself expect success. Yes, I will succeed online. That's it. That's all you need. I am succeeding online. That is your affirmation for this week. I am succeeding in my online business, because even if you don't have an online business, take it and make it into something that you are a little on the unsure side if you're going to succeed or not, right? So if you start anything, you're changing anything, you have to be super positively sure that you're going to succeed, and then you say those affirmations and your heart and your mind will definitely align and you will achieve success. That's it. That's the magic sauce. That's the magic sauce right there. That's all. That's it. I'm done. No, I'm kidding. I've got a few more here. So number 3, when you change your expectations, you change your attitude. So when we're just talking about affirmations, your expectations determine your attitude. So most people are used to average. Most people are used to, they settle for second best. They sit in their little comfort zones. They're like, well, I didn't get that promotion this week, so I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, and then maybe it'll happen next time. No, that's not how things change. You have to change your expectations and then change your attitude. Yes, I will get that raise next week, or I will get that promotion next week, or next month, or next time, or whatever it is, because you are like making yourself do it. The very important and primary step towards success is the expectation that you can succeed. Can you believe that you're succeeding yet? Let's really put that question to yourself. Number 4, when you change your attitude, you change your behaviors. So when you become involved in something, your behavior changes. So almost 2 years ago, I started my online business, and my behavior has changed big time since I started. I have never thought that I'd be like somebody who is doing affirmations every day and doing meditations and journaling gratitudes and stuff like that. And excuse me, and it's changed my behavior has changed for the good. And lots of people have noticed and I've even gotten some comments like, oh my goodness, like you're so much more positive now, or I didn't really think of it that way, or even something happened with my mom. When was it? For Thanksgiving, we went up to Fort St. John to visit family, and it's just something little happened, and she's like, are you okay? Like, you're not freaking out or anything? I'm like, why is it to freak out? There's nothing I can do to change what happened. There's just sit here and be grateful that, that stuff is happening for me anyway, or maybe it's happened for a reason. You never know. You never know why stuff happens. You just have to be grateful. So developing good habits, letting go of beliefs that no longer serve your purpose, that just changes your life so much. I've had a hard time letting go of some of my limiting beliefs, and there's been a lot of change in me, and it's me just taking the time to invest in myself and taking the time for me, like doing my meditations every day, or doing my affirmations, doing my or like writing on my gratitudes, just stuff like that. You have to take the time to do that stuff if that's something that you want to change in your life. Hanging around the negative people. Like, I don't hang around hardly anybody in my community, like my physical community. I have a few people that I absolutely love and adore, and other than that, nope. Sorry. It's not worth it for me to be around those people, or they just take my positivity and just drain me. Number 5, when you change your behavior, you change your performance. So this goes on getting that raise or that promotion, right? So if you're changing your behavior, you change your performance, and it's something that people notice. Most people prefer to live with old problems. They prefer to live with old problems than new solutions. They would rather stay inside their little comfort zones and than make changes even when they know that changes will be better for them. It's so hard to make changes, but sometimes you just need to bite the bullet and jump in, or make them incrementally, just like tiny little bits at a time. But we resist because we feel awkward or uncomfortable making the change. Me doing these go lives every week, sure, I'm not bad at them now, but I have had a ton of practice doing go lives. So this is probably one of the main things that people say they have struggle with, especially when it comes to doing online business, branding themselves, basically selling themselves as a company, is doing these go lives regularly. And hey, Amanda, thanks for watching, lady. Welcome to my group. So when you get courage and you're used to being outside your comfort zone, you grow as a person, become the person that other people want to learn from. It's not easy, but if you have the right people surrounding you, then it gets easier, and you can do it just little bits at a time. I promise. I have one more one more step. So the sixth step, when you change your performance, you change your life. So do you get how that worked there? So when you change your thinking, you change your beliefs. You change your beliefs, you change your expectations. You change your expectations, you change your attitude. You change your attitude, you change your behavior. You change your behavior, you change your performance. And when you change your performance, you change your life. It's easier to turn a failure into a success than an excuse into a possibility. Anyone can fail, turn around and understand their failure to make it a success. There's a reason why Thomas Edison, he invented the light bulb. He tried, 10,000 or 100,000 times, or it was a crazy number, 100,000 times to make a light bulb. And on those previous times, it didn't work. And finally, on that last time is when he invented the light bulb. So that's what matters, is that you were learning, and they're not failures. To me, they're not failures. They're learning experiences. And that's what matters. That guy just drove over the car. It's like people think that's like drive area. Anyway. Oh, I love parking lots. Someone who makes excuses for everything will truly never succeed. I'm sorry. If you're making excuses for stuff, that's just the way it is. And I used to be that way too. I understand where you're coming from. I do. When you're like, oh, well, this happened, or will that happen, or this and that and the other thing. Is that exactly what happened? Or are you telling yourself that's what happened? Because what's going on is that the story in your head, right? So, when you are a person with an excuse for everything, you excuse what you're doing and excuse why aren't you achieving your success. You're like, oh, well, all this stuff is preventing me from achieving success. All this stuff is preventing me from losing weight. All this stuff is preventing me from making money online. No, it's you. I know what happens. Sometimes you just need the right tools in your tool belt. Sometimes you need the right people in your community, the people that have your back. I know those people. They're pretty freaking awesome. And if you want to join us, definitely do that. This is the reason why I like my challenges. I like my 90-day sprints. Like I just finished a 75-day challenge. And that had really nothing to do with my business other than reading books. It was about kind of developing the healthy habits. So healthy for my brain, healthy for my body, healthy for my heart. When I started that challenge, my resting heart rate was at like 70 some. Now it's at 66 beats per minute. That is a huge change in a resting heart rate over 75 days. Think about that for a minute. If you did that for more than 75 days in a row, or even continuously, 5 days a week or something, you just did a little bit extra, just a little bit extra every day. or even 5 days a week. What, over time, over a year, just think of the compound effect. Darren Hardy, Compound Effect. Read that book. There's a reason for our five daily pillars in business. We read, we listen to audios, so whether it's an audiobook or a podcast. We do marketing, so writing copy, doing videos, just doing posts and stuff like that. We're doing follow-ups, so talking to people and just making sure that, their questions are answered, making sure that you're just touch, like, just, hey, how's it going today? That's all it takes. And masterminding. Well, we may not mastermind every day, especially in a sprint. I am touching base with the right people every day, and that's what matters. So you can take your excuses, or you can take the things that you're learning either from my go lives or other people's either go lives or little videos, free videos. There's so much information out there if you just apply it. And if you're struggling in a specific area, reach out. That's what the masterminds are for. Whether it's reaching out in this group, use this group. There's a ton of amazing people in this group that will help. Ask your questions. Express your concerns. If you're struggling in your business or you don't know where to start, then you can definitely reach out. Between myself and there's a lot of other amazing people in this group, they know the answers. And if we don't, we know where to find them. That's the amazing thing. This past week, I just booked my, I have a one-on-one mastermind call with one of our founders, not our founders, but one of the founders of the educational platform that I'm affiliate for, and I am in. His name's Cameron George. Some of you may know him, some of you may not. He's freaking amazing. I have a one-on-one call with him here in like 10 days. So I am so excited, but I'm so nervous because the last time I saw him in person, I cried in front of him. A little embarrassing. I was a little on the drunk side too. But hey, I mean, whatever. He's just like, whatever. It happens. It's not a huge deal. I was like, yeah, blubbering idiot until some people are like, okay, Pam, come over this way so you're not in front of Cam crying. It was kind of crazy that night. But so those are my 6 steps to success, or 6 steps to change your life. Sorry, I have it written on here. I swear. And if you would like to qualify for winning one of these books, next week I will do the draw. You just have to invite people to this group. A few people, 1, 2, 5, how many ever that you think might benefit from this group, benefit from my content, benefit from my value, and tag them in this go live, because I would love to see their shining, beautiful faces and welcome them into this group. But anyway, it's time for my appointment, so I have to go. I love and appreciate you all, and I will see you again next week. Bye.